So Matt, you're up there, you're spending a lot of your time in the Northern Territory, you're out on tenements,
Yep.
You're a busy guy, you've got a company going public in the not too distant future, but you've also got a young family.
Yeah.
How do you balance it all? How do you put it all together? Is it the boxing you're doing? How do you do it?
Yeah, look, it's a combination, and it's a good question. To be honest, our baby's due in March, and our IPO is probably going to happen in March.
Two babies in March.
So 2 babies in March are going to take off, and I'm going to be super busy because I've got a drilling campaign kicking off not too far after that. So look, the way I balance is one, I've got a good wife. She understands. She enjoys being in the bush sometimes as well. So that really helps. And 2 is the boxing, as you say. Like I box 2 to 3 times a day, and it keeps my head in the game, keeps me focused, allows me to sort of see the bigger picture. So when I've got a bit of anxiety or got a riddle I can't solve, I usually go and box, and then I talk to myself as I box and it comes to me. So look, I've got a couple coping mechanisms to help me get through it, but look, I've also got a passion for it. I like it. I love it. So it makes my job a lot easier. A lot of people go to work not liking their work, but I love what I do. It makes everything a little bit easier, and having a good wife that can understand, oh yeah, we're not getting paid now, but there is a payment coming in the future potentially. A lot of people in this day and age don't allow that to happen.
And how do you manage to juggle all the stakeholders that you would have involved in the business and even in your life? Like how do you manage to sort of balance, have enough time for all the stakeholders and manage the expectations?
Yeah, look, the stakeholders are interesting because all the stakeholders include government and local communities and everything else, and they've all got their own trials and tribulations. But as long as you're meticulous, you have a to-do list, and you understand where you sit at any given point, you can manage the stakeholders quite well. The shareholders are a different situation altogether. The shareholders all have different sets of expectations. They all have different goals. So managing shareholders' expectations is very hard. No one's ever going to be happy. I think that's the way you've got to look at it, because the market is someone buys, someone sells. So someone wins, someone loses.
Yeah.
Like that's the nature of the market. So you're never going to get everybody happy. You're never going to get everybody aligned. But as long as you can communicate to the market as much as you can and let them know what's happening, then at least you know that they've got enough information to make their own decision that aligns to their own strategy, if that makes sense. So I think that's where shareholder management will come into place. It's just being really open with the market. Good, bad or ugly results, be open.
You're pretty successful in playing the market yourself, outside your own company because you've got good knowledge on it. What are you looking at the moment? What's tickling your fancy? What charts are looking good? What are sort of stocks and areas?
Yeah, look, I'll talk broadly, but like I'm liking Palladium at the moment. I think Palladium, it went down to like 920. I took a long position there, closed it out at 11.10. But I think that goes back to 3,000. They've just sanctioned Russia on it. So I like Palladium. I like Rhodium. In terms of Australian stock market, this isn't a plug, but I like renewables and I like young renewable stories. So I like Pilot Energy. I think what they're doing, they could be a tier one renewables firm in Australia over the longer term.
What about GenX in that space?
GenX?
GNX.
I don't know GenX. I haven't looked into them. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out. But look, I like commodities. I like base metals. I like copper. So anything with a good copper story I like, because we've got enough capacity in Mount Isa with the shutdown there for the next few years to
and that was Glencore.
That was Glencore
pulled out.
Yeah.
Are they shutting the smelter as well?
No, they're keeping the smelter open, and then I think the Queensland government and Glencore are putting together a fund to invest to allow people to come and refine their products or their ore through the smelter, because losing that smelter would be a huge loss to the Queensland economy. But yeah, look, there's a lot of opportunity in Australia right now, and I really like commodities, and I like copper. I'm a big copper bull.
So practicing what you preach.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Fantastic, Matt. Thanks a lot for joining us on Natural Light.
Thank you.
Thank you.